One of the biggest gaps in people's open guard game is not having a strong omoplata. A lot of people ignore the omoplata because they think of it as like harder to actually get the submission, but the big benefit, it's actually really easy to set up. And if you understand the position well, there's a lot of different ways to finish both submissions like the omoplata itself, chokes, sweeps, and transitions to the back. So this video, I'm gonna overview, in my opinion, what are the most common sequences your opponent's gonna do and a system around that. All right, so we're gonna start with finishing the basic omoplata. So however we get there, we're gonna be in a basic omoplata here. So the first thing is, if he's up on his knees, it's very hard to finish. I wanna come up and drive here to finish, but he can always posture back. So the first thing I wanna do here, there's a few different ways. I'm gonna go over with my left arm and try to pull this lapel out. Once I pull this out, I'm gonna feed it to my right hand, and this controls his posture. My left hand here is going to grab his ankle or the pants here like this, and I'm gonna lock in, and as I scoot away, like this, it's gonna break him down, right? Once I break him down, it's much easier to finish from here. So while I'm trying to go for this finish, people are often gonna defend in different ways. So one of the first ones is, as soon as I get my left arm up over the back, before I can even initiate the first one, my opponent is gonna do a forward roll to escape. So I'm actually just gonna follow him here and roll through. As I roll through, it's very easy to hook this arm. Once I hook this arm, there's a few different ways to do it. If it was no gi, you could just clasp your hands or grab here. If I have a gi, I'll often pull this lapel out, feed it to my right hand and hold it tight. And now my left hand comes around and gets a tight grip on this lapel, and I lock my elbow on his back. This locks his shoulder in. I'm gonna grab his sleeve and I just start shrimping away here, and that's gonna apply shoulder pressure and often get the finish there. If I can't get the finish here because his shoulder is a little bit more flexible, often they'll kind of fall forward, right? He'll fall forward and I end up back in this position where I have him down, broken down. And from here, I can just grab the shoulder, kind of like we did before. And when I finish, I don't wanna go straight forward, I wanna go up towards his ear. So I'm trying to bring his wrist towards the back of his head to finish. All right, so now we're gonna talk about finishing the omoplata when our opponent is standing. So however I get here, often it's collar sleeve. I'm gonna get this omoplata, and when he's standing, it's a little bit harder to break down. So there's two main ways I like to do this in the beginning. You can go this way a little bit. The first one is, as soon as I hit the omoplata, if it's open, often I will take this right foot and try to butterfly hook his leg. It's not always there, but it's so powerful. If you get it, it's always worth looking for. So if I can catch this here, I can even let go of the collar now, try to posture up here. He can't posture because this leg blocks him from his own posture. I'll come up on my elbows and start scooting away. A lot of times you can get the finish immediately from here. If not, he'll come down to both knees as I do this, and maybe I lose this, but now we end up back in the initial positioning here. Sometimes your opponent's gonna be so strong that no matter how much you try to break their posture, they're just gonna deadlift out. If you're fighting in the open weight and you're like 150 pounds fighting someone 250 pounds, you just can't stop them from posturing. So having a good answer for when your opponent is deadlifting out of the position is gonna be extremely powerful. So often this is when I switch to matrices, X-guard, back takes, and things like that.